Hey guys, it's Steven here and welcome back to another first look and unboxing video, and today we're going to have a look at the UMI Fair. Now as you can hear, I'm still sick, so I'll try to keep it short, you know, short. But well, yeah, the UMI Fair, as the name suggests, it should be a fair phone. That means good specs, or at least proper specs for a low price. And yes, the price is very low, 95 euros or below 100 currently on eFoxshop.com, but you can always find the latest price down below in the description, so make sure you check it out. Now well, I would say let's get directly started. Let's have a look at the specs of this phone. So let's turn the box around and let's see what we've got inside. So guys, there we go. Here are the specs of the UMI Fair. And as you can see, it's a 5-inch phone, HD resolution. The display is really not the best quality, but in my opinion it's quite okay if you keep in mind that phone is below 100 euro. Now, as you can see on the right side, I've got some kind of magic glass screen protector. That's included, but only if you buy it, I think, before the 23rd of October or something like that. So check it out down below. Then the chipset, it's the MTK6735 running at 1 GHz quad-core chipset. Well, it doesn't support GLONASS. It's a 1 GHz version, not the best chipset, but honestly for the price, really okay. There are more expensive phones with the same chipset. 1 GB of RAM, which is really not a lot, but UMI usually has pretty good ROM support. So with that I mean pretty optimized, that doesn't consume too much RAM. 8 GB of ROM and 13 megapixel rear camera, probably interpolated, and a 2 megapixel front-facing shooter. Android 5.1 straight out of the box, and well, you can also find all the network frequencies down below, and it looks like that the 4G band B20 is supported, so let's see if it's really in there. So well guys, let's do the unboxing, and as you can see it comes in a really small and handy box, but we also have here the magic glass screen protector. Funny fact, this here is for the HAMR S. I've got one, but I'm not really sure if it's the correct one. And yeah, there we go. We have, as always, wet wipes and dry wipes to clean the glass display. And there we go, here comes the screen protector. Now I'll just keep it here outside so we can see if it fits the phone. And here we have the package. Sorry, yeah. The package is really kind of small, as you can see here with the specs on there. Nothing special, and you just flip it off, and there we go. Thanks for purchasing a UMI product. And in there we've got the phone, comes packed here in this protection bag. And well, that's the white version, as you can see. I think there's also a black version, so you can check out all the colors down below. And the cool thing is, it comes with a fingerprint scanner, a metal frame, which feels really stable and solid right now. So this is quite robust. Also the weight is really okay. And yeah, if the performance is also good, then why not for the price? So here we have something like an overview of all the buttons and functions. Let's remove that. In there we have a micro USB charging cable, so no USB Type-C, just like on the HAMR. And yeah, there you can see it. Well, quality, it's okay. It's not some super high quality cable, but who cares? Then here we have the charger, so let me open it up, and there we go. And I've seen that charger on quite a lot of UMI products, and it's a normal 5 volt 1 amp charger, so 5 watts. Then here you can see the USB port is straight in. We have here the correct power socket connector for my country, so there's no need for an adapter, at least in my country, but you should also get it with the correct power socket layout for your country. Okay, that is looking good so far, and last but not least we have here the battery. Well, the battery, it's always something I'm not really sure if the battery capacity is correct or not. The UMI HAMR battery, which said 2200, was way smaller. Also, I think it was the same thickness, but yeah, I will just zoom in right now to show you here the capacity and everything, so just give me a sec. So well guys, here's the battery. As you can see, it says here 2000 milliamp hours, 3.8 volts. That equals, I don't know, it doesn't say anything about the watt hours, but yeah, here you can see the thickness, and it's a very, very thin battery. So I will just now remove the sticker here to see if there's a factory label or something under there, because you know, on the UMI HAMR they forgot to remove it, and there it actually showed the real capacity. So there we go. Whoa, that fits pretty tight, and we read here, alright, 1900 milliamp hours. Oh come on UMI, if you really write something else on the battery capacity here, then please also do it under the damn sticker, honestly. I mean, it's always funny to do that, to remove the sticker, then you read the factory label and it shows a different capacity. Yeah, If you would be more honest, more people would have trust in your products, but that's just my personal opinion. Alright, so I guessed it, it's a bit less. I mean, 100 milliamp hours. Well, you also can't be really sure about the factory label. That's why we'll do a test with an USB meter and then calculate the approximate capacity. Alright, that's a battery. So far, not so good because the capacity is a little bit faked here on the sticker. So guys, here's now the UMI Fair, and now let me give you my first impression about the smartphone. So 5 inches, that's kinda handy. I like the size. I just don't like the fact that there are no capacitive touch buttons. So as you can see, when I lock it, display completely black, no buttons, no notification LED. So well, all the buttons are on-screen buttons, and that's something I do not like so much. Now also, I miss really a notification LED on this device here. Without notification LED, I can't live anymore. At the top we have here the front-facing camera, should be 2 megapixels. We'll just have a look at the quality in a second. Then here you can see light and proximity sensor, and in the middle we have the earpiece. Well, that's basically it. That's the front size. So keep it simple, and yeah, you can see there are some black bezels, but for that I have to change the wallpaper, otherwise you probably won't see it. Yeah, there we have some colorful wallpaper, and there we go. And as you can see, so there's a black bar on the top and bottom. At the bottom side it's a bit bigger, and on the left and right side it's around 3 to almost 4 millimeters. Okay, yeah, that's it here from the front side. Then let's turn it around, and you see that's the white version. At the bottom, the UMI logo designed in China, and here we have the bottom speaker, so the main speaker. Here at the top we have the fingerprint scanner. Feels quite uncomfortable. I think the back cover didn't snap in here around it, so it feels like it would be a bit higher here. Pretty strange. Then here we have the rear camera, 13 megapixels, but I guess it's interpolated using some cheaper sensor. And here the dual LED flash. It's not dual tone, just a normal dual LED flash. Okay, the frame feels really good. It's quite thick, so it's not some super slim frame, but yeah, it's quite okay. I'll just get my Werner caliper and we'll have a look at the size. But before that, let's continue here. Now the metal frame is really robust. It's not some super slim frame just like on the Elephone P7000. It's really robust. At the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and you can see the antennas here a bit. Then on the other side, so the right side of the frame, we have power button and volume up and down button, and they are pretty stiff. Not sliding around, feels good in my opinion. And at the bottom we have the micro USB port, not upside down, that's pretty good, I like it. And here the bottom microphone on the right side of the bottom frame. Okay, that's it so far. Now we can actually remove the back cover. You can do it right over here. So here at the bottom there's a little slot, and there we go, it fits pretty tight. And yeah, there is nothing to snap in around the fingerprint scanner, probably that's why it felt a bit strange. But yeah, here on the inside we have the removable battery, as you've seen before, with the 1900 milliamp hours. And here you can see UMI logo, IMEIs, yeah, pretty strange, some sticker here missing. Here at the bottom, one of the antennas. Here we have the speaker. Then here we have SIM card slot 2, and here SIM card slot 1. So it's a dual SIM phone, but also micro SDs are supported, up to I guess 32, but 64 gigs is usually not a problem. I will definitely test that in my review. And here we have antenna, and antenna at the bottom. So far quite solid design, very simple. And removable battery is always good, but get yourself probably a spare battery, because this one here looks just like the UMI Hammer battery. Okay, this is how the phone looks from the inside, quite decent so far. Here inside of the back cover, no NFC antenna, whatever, nothing included, but hot nod should be in the smartphone. Okay, that's it, that's the phone from the outside, and now I would say, yeah, let's turn it on and let's see how it performs, let's do some benchmarks, and after this, yeah, and we'll finish. So ladies and gentlemen, there we go. We're now here in Android 5.1, and yeah, I forgot to talk about the display. So the display is quite colorful, as you can see, but changes the colors a little bit, so not the best viewing angles, not the best panel, but in my opinion for the price, absolutely okay. So regarding the resolution, it looks quite sharp, and we're here in the launcher. So yeah, as you can see, swiping here through the pages on the home screen is okay. So for the 1 GHz processor, it really depends on what you're doing. I had the UKtel. I used it for 2 weeks. Actually, it was quite okay. I had some other phones with the 1 GHz processor, and the ROM was not so optimized, and then yeah, some apps crashed and it did hang up from time to time. But for most users, for most casual users, I would say even the 1 GHz processor is quite okay. Alright, so we're here now in the menu. As you can see, it's pre-routed, so we have Super SU here. Big thanks, UMI, that's a great thing. Now let's enter the settings and let's go all the way down here to About the Phone. And here we can see that it is running on Android version 5.1, so there we go. Here's the damn lollipop. And we also have here wireless update, so we can just check if there's an update. On the other UMI, there was already an update. Here, yeah, checking for updates, alright. Servers sometimes really kinda slow. Come on. Yeah, your system is currently up to date. Alright, that's it here under About the Phone, and as you can see, it just comes with the basic stuff, but it also comes with Hotnot. Now so far, Wi-Fi looks average, because can't find my neighbor's network. On the phones with best Wi-Fi, I usually find a second network, but here, well, not so much at the moment. Hotnot is in there, and here and more the usual stuff, so nothing extraordinary. We can have a look here at the storage. You see, it comes with 8 GB total space, but if you check this out, this is kind of strange because we just have 4 GB of available space. So this is really straight off the box with 2 apps pre-installed. And not really sure if there's something messed up with the partitions, but 4 GB out of 8 is really not cool. This is because Android ROM takes so much. Alright, then let's have a look here at apps running in the background to check out the memory consumption, because 1 GB of RAM is not too much, right? But the system looks good, so we consume less than 50% of the RAM, so you still have got 630 megabytes of free RAM for applications, or some casual games are playable, but some really high-end 3D games, yeah, keep your hands off. Alright, so we have gesture sensing in there. Now, what can you do here? So basically, you can flip to mute, you can, swipe here between the pages in the launcher. We have here also Smart Wake, and this, for instance, off-screen gestures. So you draw something on the screen, and it starts an application. Also included in the ROM, that's pretty cool. Then here we have the fingerprint scanner. So I'm pretty excited on how it will work. So there we go. Let's continue. As always, guys, before you can use the fingerprint, you have to register your fingerprint. Well, you have to put your finger on there for 15 times. Make sure you always move your finger a little bit. And you can also, to improve the accuracy, just register another finger and use it also to unlock with the fingerprint. And with that, I mean you register another finger, but you do it with the same finger. Alright, so finger 0 is here registered. Basically, the application is the same like on the UMI Hammer S, or at least it looks like. Then let's lock the screen and let's try to unlock, and there we go. Okay, that works pretty good. Let's try it again. Unlocked. Okay, unlocked, so that's pretty good. Now another finger. Okay, it doesn't work. Now the right finger. Come on, yeah, works pretty good. So fingerprint scanner, really nice, is working. And yeah, on a €100 phone, actually sub €100 phone, this is a pretty nice feature. There are not so many nice phones with a fingerprint scanner in that budget. So that were basically the settings. Then now let's have a quick look at the camera, just in preview here. Full samples will be in the full review, which will be done also on China devices, and there we go. Oh my goodness, this is really zoomed in. It's even hard to get my hand here in the picture. Wow. So front-facing camera doesn't look really good. Rear camera, and there we go. Well, it looks quite okay, but I pretty guess it's interpolated, and we'll just have a look at the pictures when my review is finished. Okay, that was the camera, just a quick look. So front-facing camera looks quite bad, rear camera looks usable. And here's the menu. So you see there are not many apps pre-installed, but also FM radio support. And yeah, it's pre-rooted. That's one of the main things, and it comes with the Play Store, so all the Google apps are on there. So now I would say let's come to the benchmarks, and then let's finish this unboxing. And yeah, I have to unbox a lot of phones this week, so I'll try to keep it here a bit shorter. So guys, the benchmarks are finished, and here's the results. So we get around 19,000 points, which is really not a lot. And we can have a look here at the ranking. So you see it's really at the bottom here. And here under info, you can see that the ROM only is 32 bits. Yeah, so there are some factories, and they told me the 1 GHz chipset only supports 32 bits. I have no idea. Actually, it's the MTK6735, but there are different versions of it. So I'm really not sure, but here I can confirm right now it's 32 bits only. And it says here MT6735P. Now HD resolution, so this is confirmed too. Here the RAM 928 megabytes, and here the clock once again. Okay, then let's have a look at the Geekbench result, and we get here 477. So the single core score can keep up with some other chipsets too, kind of strange, but the multi-core score then is really kind of low, because 4 cores with only 1 GHz is not too much. And yeah, that's it here in the Geekbench test. We can have a look here at CPU set. Once again, the clock 221 MHz up to 988 MHz. We can have a look here at the device info, and yeah, basically just the internal storage is kind of low right now. Available storage out of the box, just around 4 GB, so definitely get yourself an SD card. Android 5.1 with root access, that's something I like. Here thermal, I'm using the phone now for 1 hour, but it absolutely didn't heat up. All temperatures below 40 degrees. We have here a couple of sensors like accelerometer, proximity and light sensor. No gyroscope, so just the basic sensors. Alright guys, that's basically it. That was my first look on the UMI Fair. All in all, a nice phone. Unfortunately, I've got the wrong Magic Glass screen protector. This is really for the Hammer S and doesn't fit. But don't worry, if you have ordered it, this is a free sample. Probably something went wrong with the screen protector. So far, it's looking good. I really miss a notification LED here. The build quality here in my hands, yeah, it feels good. It doesn't feel too cheap. So for €100, this couldn't be much better. Now the ROM itself, well, as we know from UMI, pretty simple with root access, optimized, that's good. But yeah, I just think 4 GB is really not a lot. So get yourself a micro SD card and maybe buy some screen protector, because there was no extra screen protector included, just the one on the smartphone. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright, that was my first look and unboxing video. Review will come as soon as possible, so I will try to hurry up. Once again guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day and bye bye. See ya.